Hey guys! Today I have more of a serious video for you. It's kind of vloggy at the beginning, but I will be doing an art project and it's going to be a lot different than stuff I usually post on my channel. So in February I am going to be focusing on artwork that makes me happy, and this is going to include a lot of experimentation on my channel. There's going to be a lot of subject matter that you might not normally see coming from me, and I think this is good for me. I think it's really important to explore different styles and techniques as an artist, and I really want to take this time to do that. So you might be wondering, what does that mean for you? In this video, I want to talk to you about ways that you can feel happy about your own artwork. And there are a couple things that inspired this video. Lately, I have seen a lot of comments on my videos and even a lot of tweets on Twitter from different people in the art community where we're all just kind of feeling bad about our art lately, and we're not very happy with the stuff we're producing, and we have pressure from different areas and everything. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's just really been on my heart to talk to you about it. So if you don't want to listen to me talking right now, you can just skip ahead to where I'm drawing, but I think this is really important. Also, I have felt this pressure to draw a lot of portraits of girls, and I think that's because it's a very common thing that people draw, but I don't always really want to draw that. And my friend Chloe Rose spoke up about this in one of her recent videos, and I was so relieved that she just kind of like broke the ice about it, because I've just felt a lot of pressure to do that on my channel lately, and this month, as I said, I need to focus on artwork that makes me happy. So you might see some portraits here and there, but I have some other things I really want to show you. So we'll start with this video, alright? So as I said, I feel like I've had a lot of pressure to keep drawing female portraits lately. And I'll be honest, I think I put this pressure on myself mostly. I don't think people expect me to draw that. It's mostly psychological. You'll probably still see me draw portraits because I very much love doing so. But right now I feel like I'm at a different season and I want to experiment and draw goofy stuff like what you see here, this pug, for instance. So I'm going to talk to you about different ways that you can love your own artwork. And I know it's 3 minutes into the video and I'm finally getting to the point, but bear with me. I have seen a lot of negative feelings toward our artworks lately. And I don't think art should be a very negative thing all the time. I think it's definitely okay to not be happy with certain pieces that you make, but I don't think we should be always unhappy with ourselves as artists. I think you're allowed to feel unhappy with yourself as an artist, but I think that should be a very temporary thing. For me, art is a very up and down sort of thing. So there are 6 things that I do to help me combat this feeling, and these are 6 ways that really help me to love my own artwork. So I hope that they help you too. You don't really have to listen to them. This is just, I'm sharing my experiences, and I'm hoping that it helps people out there who just feel kind of down about their artwork. I just really love you guys and care about you. So yeah, I'll share this with you. There are 6 different points that I would like to share with you for this video. So I'm going to start off with the most important one, and I will be honest with you guys. This is exactly what I am struggling with, which is why I am doing art that makes me happy for the month of February. Draw for you and not what other people want you to make, or what you just think that they want from you. This is very hard, and I think it's easy to put this psychological pressure above our heads where we create this feeling and we feel like we really have to honor that feeling. For instance, I really feel like I always have to draw female portraits in some form. But I think it's just because I think other people want me to make that. I don't think they expect it from me. I just think that I am psychologically creating this pressure. So this month I'm going to try to lift that pressure, break free from it, and do weird things that I've always wanted to make, such as this cartoon pug that you see in this video. The next point is very similar to the first point. Don't worry about what people will think or say about what you create. This can add another pressure for us, and when I think about this pressure, I think of a Dementor from Harry Potter. They just kind of suck the happiness out of you. And I think about that in the art world, how this worrying about what people will think or say is kind of like a Dementor. It sucks the happiness out of our creative process, and sometimes it doesn't even make creating fun anymore when we worry about the criticism we might receive from a piece, and we allow just the hypothetical thought of criticism shape our creative process. For me, it makes me feel like I'm working just for my criticism, and it's good to take criticism. It's very good to think about the criticism that we receive and apply it to future things. But to think about criticism we might receive or we think we will receive, and we work for that criticism, it just makes art less enjoyable, and I feel like for me, it makes me love what I'm creating a lot less, because I'm creating it for words that I've never even gotten and that I might not even get. And that's really weird. I think it's really weird. So yeah, don't worry about what people will think or say. I think when we set that pressure aside, it is this very liberating feeling where we feel free enough to create weird concepts that have been hidden in the back of our mind. Some people might not struggle with this, and it's okay to just release things, but for me, it's hard, and I know for other people out there, it's hard too. So I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you I struggle with this. The third point brings me to the famous Bob Ross quote that you've all probably heard. We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. I opened this up with a quote because loving your artwork means you have to accept imperfection and embrace your mistakes. Mistakes are a wonderful learning opportunity, and just because you make one little mistake does not mean your art piece is ruined. It means, wow, you have an opportunity to work with whatever just happened, and you're probably going to improve from it. So that's really cool. And if you don't improve from it on that piece, and you still don't like that piece, it's okay. You're not a bad artist. You can still love your artwork, and maybe on your next piece, you'll be able to learn from that mistake again and again. That's really awesome, guys. The fourth way you can love your artwork even more is to remember why you create in the first place. That doesn't mean every single piece you make needs to have this deep, incredible purpose to it or anything like that. You don't need crazy symbolism. But do you create to make yourself happy? Do you create because you have this abundance of ideas in your head, and if you don't get them out, you might just go and explode? Well, please don't explode. I love you. I want to keep you here. But I think remembering why we create helps us to love what we create. And if you don't have a reason why you create, that's okay. At least you found it, you know? I think that whimsical stuff is really fun, and if that's your reason, hey, all the power to you. Seriously. The fifth point really hits home for me. This probably just comes with being an artist because we all experience our own ups and downs. But I really struggle with this, and it makes me feel really sad sometimes. And I know other people on here struggle with it because I see it in the comments of my videos. And it breaks my heart for other people. And then I realize, well, it kind of breaks my heart for me too because I go through the same thing. Comparing ourselves to other artists. It sucks, right? It's so much easier said than done to not compare ourselves to other artists, but I think because we're human, it's just easy to do that. So my 5th point is just try your best not to do it. If it gets to a point where it's hindering you from creating artwork because you feel like I'm a bad artist, then I would say try to do things that help you not to compare yourself to other artists. I think it's different for everybody on how you go about doing this, so I'm just going to suggest that you do it in ways that work best for you. For me, I take breaks from social media during this time. I say, hey, I'm not going to look at other artists' artwork on Instagram for a couple days, and I'm just going to practice during this time, and hopefully it makes me feel better about my own artwork. I know that method probably doesn't work for everybody, so maybe you're one of those people that need to sit down and critique your own artwork and say things that you really like about your art. So you can look at your artwork and say, I really like the color schemes that I choose all the time. And maybe write that down. Make a list of things that you like about your own artwork and just put it on your desk so that when you feel bad, you can look at it and remind yourself that, hey, my artwork is good. I do like my artwork. Look at all these things that I like about my own art. The last thing I want to quickly mention is try not to stress out too much about having a certain style of artwork. This can tie in with a lot of things I previously said, like drawing for you and what makes you happy, not worrying about what other people will think, accepting your imperfections. There's a lot that this can relate to. It's okay to have a style. I'll be real with you, I don't think I really have one yet. I'm not really sure what mine would be, but I know for sure that what I'm drawing right now probably doesn't fall into my usual style. I don't really do line art very often, but this was really fun. It was a really fun learning opportunity. It felt liberating just to do something different, and it really actually just took a lot of stress away. So, yeah. I encourage you to just try something goofy and different and just have fun with it every now and then. I really feel so free right now, and it's great. So for the whole month of February, I'm just going to celebrate this free feeling and do a lot of weird stuff, and that's okay. So I hope these points help you to love your own artwork even more. I'm very happy with this piece that I created because I felt like I lifted a lot of pressures that I had or that I even created for myself, and I definitely encourage you guys to try it too. Let me know what you think of this video. I hope that you guys are having an amazing start to your week, and I hope your art journey is going well. Let me know what you're creating in the comments below. I also updated my Patreon, by the way, so if you want to check that out, I will leave a link below. As always, have a good day, and I love you guys. Bye.